So that right there is a strategic apology. It's a how can I get this over with as fast as possible apology. There's no I'm sorry, there's no expression of remorse. There's simply I snapped at you. I'll check my tone in the future, right? I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry. It doesn't help anything. Won't make a difference. Don't. Mended light. Welcome to Wednesday Gets Therapized, Wednesday Addams from the Netflix series. I love this series. As a longtime fan of the Addams Family, I just thought it was perfect modern update. Want to explore a little bit about emotional suppression. Wednesday is coded as neurodivergent, right? And we're going to talk about that in an upcoming episode. But I want to focus in on just what it does to any of us when we hold in our grief, when we hold in our sadness, when we hold in caring about people or being angry or being overwhelmed, right? So let's dive in and look at why Wednesday struggles with this and then talk about how it applies to us.
Why are you crying?
Because I'm upset.
Haven't you ever cried? Are you above that too?
It was the week after Halloween. I was 6 years old. I took my pet scorpion Nero out for his afternoon stroll.
Oh, she has a pet scorpion.
They wondered what kind of freak would have a scorpion for a pet.
Yeah.
Two of them held me down and made me watch. While the others ran Nero over until... It was snowing when I buried what was left of him. I cried my little black heart out. But tears don't fix anything.
Talk about that in a second.
So I vowed to never do it again.
Part of life is forming attachments. It's part of being human. And the attachments look different for different people based on their personality, based on how their psychology, based on their neurology, based on their culture. Attachments look different. And in her case, she was attached to a scorpion. I think that's super on brand. And that's so funny that they had her to have this giant scorpion on a leash that she was walking. We form attachments. Unavoidably, we lose them. To death, to moving away, to growing up, to divorce, to breaking up. And that is heartbreaking, and it's really hard. And so a lot of people choose not to form attachments after that because they don't want that pain anymore. It's been said that the only way to live without pain is to live without love, right? But the fact is, if you live without love, you still carry pain. You carry the pain of isolation. You carry that pain of lack of connection. Now, some people truly don't care, and they don't really want. They don't want that connection, but most people do. And Wednesday says in the scene, "I cried my little black heart out, but it didn't change anything. The tears don't help anything, so I never cried again." And she's failing to see what the purpose of tears is. She sees it as weakness, or if not weakness, at the very least, purposeless. It won't fix anything, so why do it? Well, it depends on what you're thinking of when you say it won't fix anything. Tears almost never change a circumstance. Tears almost never change a situation. But tears are our body's natural release for grief and for sadness. When we're dealing with trauma, when we're dealing with loss, instead of carrying those heavy emotions within us and them taking a toll on our bodies or taking a toll on our minds, we release them. And physiologically, that looks like tears. But Wednesday's not there yet, right? She's not ready to really form attachments yet. She doesn't really, She says, no one tortures my brother but me, right? That's not really an attachment. That's just that's staking a claim. She's not really connected to her parents. She's got a roommate that she finds annoying, and Thing is here to spy on her. And Thing was trying to help her, and it didn't go well, and so she said some really mean things to him, and then we get this. You may feel like you need help, but you're not sure you can afford it. Or you really like to handle things yourself and aren't sure that counseling is a fit for you. We hear you, loud and clear. That's why we've designed a low-cost Mended Light membership site to give you an affordable, self-guided option for trauma recovery, mental health, and stronger connections. All of these courses are available or coming soon to the membership site, with a new course every month. What's more, every month Alicia and I offer live Q&As with members where we answer your burning questions about trauma recovery, how to have healthy relationships, and how to improve your health. And we have a Book of the Month Club where you can join us as we read, then talk about a different book to help us all along in our growth and healing. And did I mention the giveaways? Every month we select winners from among our members for free Mended Light merch, gift cards, virtual lunches with Alicia and I, vacations, and even cruises. Every day you go without needed support is a day you suffer needlessly. Our membership site is built out and waiting for you, complete with videos, audio recordings, workbooks, summaries, and practical application exercises so that what you're learning truly takes hold in your life. And we're waiting for you to answer live your questions and give you direct feedback and guidance. Sign up for your Mended Light membership today with no sign-up or cancellation fees. Why wait to heal? Why wait to feel brave and whole? Get started today by clicking below.
I'm busy and bees totally creep me out. Why don't you ask Thing? Oh wait, you can't because he's mad at you.
Why is he mad? He's the one who screwed up with Rowan.
All I know is that we spent an hour giving each other manis and he really opened up. He feels like you don't respect him as a person.
Well, technically, he's only a hand.
Wednesday, he's your family and he would do anything for you. Go apologize and I'll reconsider helping you.
We're giving each other manis.
I snapped at you. I'll check my tone in the future. Now chop chop before all our leads turn cold.
So that right there is a strategic apology. It's a how can I get this over with as fast as possible apology. There's no I'm sorry, there's no expression of remorse. There's simply I snapped at you. I'll check my tone in the future, right? So that's an acknowledgement of fault. That's taking ownership and accountability. I'll check my tone in the future. So there's I snapped at you, which is acknowledgement, that's taking responsibility, right? That's being accountable. And I'll check my tone in the future. Here's my plan for making it right. But she skipped something in the middle, which is remorse, which is that I'm sorry that I hurt you. And she doesn't really want to express that because that is vulnerability, right? And that's a bid for connection, and she doesn't want to connect. Last time she connected, she got hurt. Last time she connected, she felt grief and loss, and so she is completely shut down and powered down. And Thing's not having it. He's not impressed with that apology.
What is it that you want? Hand cream, nail buffer, new cuticle scissors. Consider it done.
Sit down. That's what he's doing.
I know I'm stubborn, single-minded, and obsessive, but those are all traits of great writers. Yes, and serial killers. What's your point? I have nothing to get off of my chest, and I'm not submitting to your emotional blackmail. Fine.
So at least show me what's going on, he says. So,
When Rowan showed me this, it confirmed my greatest fear. That I'm going to be responsible for something terrible. Not good terrible like Ivan. Bad terrible. And I can't let that happen. That's why I need to find out the truth. Breathe a word of this to anyone and I will end you.
it's back. Okay. So Thing is making bids for connection. he's telling her that she's obsessive and stubborn-headed, and she's acknowledging it, but she doesn't see anything wrong with it. And that's both a strength and a weakness, right? To own who you are and to be proud of who you are and not see anything wrong with it is a strength. It's also a weakness if you're hurting people, or hands in this case, and you're just like, it's your problem to deal with, not mine. It's a bit of she has a hard time understanding the emotions of others and seeing the emotions of others, and that's part of her neurodivergence that we're going to address in a different episode. But I like that Thing pushes. He pushes her to take more ownership and to see how she's hurt him. And he also, for his part, sees this is as far as she's going to go today, maybe ever. So I'm going to take it as a win, which is when he reaches and he pats her hand because she's opening up. Now, later, Wednesday finds her room ransacked and Thing stabbed with a knife into the wall, and he's not responding. So she rushes him to Uncle Fester.
Buster! Buster, help! Help, help, help! Thing's not moving! He was stabbed!
Get him on the table. Oh, come on, Thing.
Jenna Ortega's acting here is so good. She and Tim Burton were talking about how it was crucial that this be the only time that you see her cry in the series as a 16-year-old. She hasn't let herself cry
He's gone Wednesday.
since her scorpion
He's
died.
not. Thing. If you can hear me. If you die, I will kill you. Go again. Now, again, please!
I love that she says please. She never says please. I think that's significant. But she is letting herself really feel, and the relief.
For a minute, we thought you'd picked your last lock, buddy.
Who did this to you? Knife from behind the back. Cowards. Promise that whoever did this to you will suffer. And it will be slow, long, and excruciatingly painful.
That's how she says I love you. And then she actually connects with him.
I'll stitch it back up. I found your motorbike, so the sheriff won't be far. You need to go. Maybe next time steal something a little less conspicuous.
Well, where's the fun in that?
He's a perfect Uncle Fester, by the way.
I'll lay low here tonight, keep an eye on the patient, and I'll skedaddle in the morning.
I guess I'll see you at your arraignment or the next family reunion.
It'll always be my favorite Wednesday.
Be sure to tell Pugsley that. It'll give him a complex.
So they've got this beautiful moment of connection here. She allowed herself to be vulnerable in front of her uncle. You know, he saw her cry. He saw her desperation. And when it's done, she makes no apologies for it. And he doesn't expect her to, and he's not awkward about it. You know, she calmly wipes her tears away. There's this beautiful thing here where Wednesday has allowed herself to feel connection. And with connection comes the risk of loss, or the certainty of loss. But it's also the only way to really live, is to have people that you care about, causes that you care about, things that you care about, things that you care about. And the thing about emotional suppression is it only hurts us. Morticia says at the beginning of the series, says to Wednesday, "You're brilliant, but you get in your own way." Now, not everybody feels the same way. We're going to talk about that in our next Wednesday episode. Not everybody thinks the same way. Not everybody processes or relates in the same way, and that's fine. That's great. But we do need to feel. And when we intentionally stuff our feelings, because there's a difference between, she's autism coded, and so there's some emotional disconnect there, at least different from how other people relate and how other people feel. And that's just part of who she is. But very specifically, she doesn't allow herself to cry or to connect because she lost her scorpion. And the whole series of Wednesday is about her learning to value attachments again, and to value showing herself again and revealing herself again, and being rewarded for that with trust and companionship and people who have her back, right? When we stuff our emotions, we think that we're managing them or that we're conquering them. Really, we're just making it so that, she talks about it'll give Pugsley a complex, but it will give you a complex. And we have all sorts of problems in our relationships, from an inability to open up, inability to trust, inability to be honest, or being so blunt that you're hurtful, all because we want to push these emotions down. But they demand to be felt, and with the right people, they demand to be expressed. She expressed this in front of Fester, and the warmth between them. Look at the look in her face. There's so much love there because that trust is rewarded. So whatever you're holding inside, release it. Talk to somebody that you can trust with it. Could be a counselor, could be family or friend, could be just you alone in a car having a conversation with yourself, could be your higher power. But don't hold that inside, because you're not living an emotionally full life, and you could do damage to yourself or to your relationships by just holding it in. If you enjoyed this video, I'd like to refer you to another one of our videos, Why Do You Lack Emotional Confidence, right? Confidence in managing your emotions or in connecting with other people emotionally. Check that video out. If you need help letting things out and working through them, I invite you to go to mendedlight.com and schedule a complimentary 15-minute consultation with one of our specialists. Also, if you have a hard time relating with people or connecting with people or working through trauma, at mendedlight.com, you can learn more about our membership site, where we have a whole series of online courses to help you process trauma, help you with relationship skills. All of these courses I have created, they're all starring me, and they are there for you to enjoy. What did you think of Wednesday? Let us know in the comments below. How has holding emotions inside harmed you? And how have you released them? How has that been healing for you? Let us know in the comments below, because we love for you to learn from each other, and we love to learn from you. Until next time, folks, keep shining, because we need your light.